Yeah, we pay. Yeah, we pay. I'm gonna turn up a little more this time. Think about dreaming that down. Dope boy Dickies and diamonds and things should play with that boy. He is no one. Welcome to the Poppa Mike Show. We lit. Watch. Okay, so Chris Rock interviewed on Kevin Hart's Heart to Heart. So we gonna watch that and then.
So I can't act as if conversations with you are rare, or if they do not happen, because that's not the case. We talk a lot. We communicate. One thing that we have crazy, right? I think we're just a little more on. So, are you all right? I'm all right. All right, I'm all right. Are you all right? I'm okay. It's the check-ins. I do the check-in. The check-ins. What are the check-ins? Like, are we checking in? The check-in over there? Hey, you good, right? Hey. Okay. Are you straight? I remember when shit hit the fan for me. Jesus Christ, the first time, because there was a couple. You had some, yeah. You have a lot of fans. Yeah. I had some moments. that fan, ceiling fan, the shit hit. You call me, I pick up, I'm like, yo, what's up? You go, hey.
Shit hit the fan. We tell him, shit hit the fan all the time.
You okay? Yeah. All right. If you're not, I'm here. I said, no, because I'm good. Everything's good. Okay. You said, all right. That was it. I'm not sure what it was. We don't have to dabble into what it was. This is heart to heart. It was one of those situations where I was like, not only have you really put your hand not comedy, on craft of comedy. Throughout your career, switched it up, right? The dream arrival for any comic, especially at this time, there's an SNL moment. Oh my God, there are these of all time that has a major impact on culture. You have a part in movie that is a part where people have held on to and identified with, where it's that guy. Is you in New Jack City? Oh my God! Now the comedian, the emergence of the comedian. Well, then you had CB4, which is a dope ass thing. Is you're writing, your pen, get into the world of creative. But then the comedian goes right. I want to talk comedy, especially for a second. I want to talk bigger and blacker. I want to talk real impact. right?
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
I want to talk real impact. Arguably in the top, I'll say the top 3 to 4 specials of all time.
Top 17.
I go 3 to 4. 3 to 4 specials of all time. Evergreen. It still plays today as if it was the first day you filmed it. Are you aware of the impact of Bigger and Blacker?
Am I aware? You know what, Kev? You know what's weird? I'm aware. I hear it in rap songs all the time, and there's like lines in the special that I don't even know if people realize it's my line.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Even this morning, Charlemagne was on the radio talking about Joe Biden. He goes, grand opening, grand closing. I was like, hey, that's me.
That's you.
You know what I mean? Like so I see a bunch of little things like that a lot. Bigger and Black is my biggest special.
It's massive.
Bring the Pain broke me out. Whatever.
What is a beautiful woman like you doing in a place like this?
Think about YouTube, man. Just quit doing it.
Whatever you want to call it. But Bigger and Blacker is the one. And I did Bigger and Blacker. It's a weird thing. So I do Bring the Pain, and I'm on Oprah, and I'm on 60 Minutes, and I'm on the cover of every magazine or whatever in the world. But you had that Whitney Houston rumbling, like, only white people like it. Too many white people like it. So when it was time to do my next special, I'm like, oh, you think only white people like it? Okay, well, I'm going to the Apollo. And there ain't going to be no white people nowhere. And I'm going to call the special biggest. This is the blackest special you will ever see.
When you talk about the side of association with mainstream, right? Like it's something that I've gotten.
You battle it all the time. I have fought battles. I've told niggas to shut up in comedy clubs trying to hate on you 100 times.
It's the success of the comedian that has found a way to cross over and appeal to all, right? Yes. The universal comic, people remove the word universal and they just throw in the word white, right? You forget the world is massive. So one of the best pieces of advice that I've ever gotten was from you in regards to comedy. It was, hey, don't be local. World is big. Go travel. Get over that water. Go be funny to the world. Go be funny for everybody. And when I think about what that meant, and I think about you in your prime and even in now, well, you define funny differently because you stay true to yourself. You never shy away from what you feel, but you made everybody fucking grasp what it was that you were trying to say. It was never a barrier of language of what does he mean? What the fuck is he? What is he? What? And Eddie did that. Richard did that. Well, what doesn't Dave do that?
Dave did it.
You do it very fucking well.
Just never leave out the great Martin Lawrence.
No, absolutely not. I had a talk too about just the amount of flowers that he should be given, and I feel that he's not given enough.
He's not given enough.
He's not given enough.
Martin. When I was coming up,
levels of pressure.
You're like sitting backstage and you hear laughter and you think, and you don't even hear laughter, you hear a commotion. You think there's a fight out there.
That's what people stomping.
People stop. You're like, what's going on?
Stomp
Did somebody get shot? You like look out and it's just Martin killing.
Chris, let me stop you there. We're having a good time, but we got to take a break. We got to pay some bills. We'll be right back. More Heart to Heart after this. Welcome back. I'm still here with the GOAT. I said it. Chris Rock, goddammit. Chris, what a lot of people don't know about you is, the impact that you have had on so many and for so many, right? And a conversation that's always associated with you is just your heart. Just like you're a good fucking dude. Wanda Sykes. I love Wanda.
Yeah. Oh.
I love Wanda Sykes. Wanda Sykes, not only just a great woman, and every now and then will set
Hold
you
up.
straight.
Absolutely.
Alright, shit. Messed up my stream. Fuck.
By the top, boy.
She goes, "You're Chris fucking Rock." And she said, "He's such a good person. He's such a good guy. He doesn't want to bother anybody. He doesn't want to be a problem. He doesn't want to cause commotion. And at times, he has this thing where he's just reserved and he's in the back." And I'm like, "Motherfucker, get to the front. You're Chris Rock." And I bring this up to say, you've maintained a high level of humble. How did you avoid the world of dickhead of asshole?
He ain't wrought like that.
I mean, how do I say this?
He was bullied.
Sound like a dickhead or asshole?
Without sounding like a dickhead or asshole.
Yes.
So I got to hang around Eddie Murphy at a young age. I got to be around Prince, Rick James, Mike Tyson. Like, I got to see all the craziness and all the people that were famous in the 80s and early 90s. That's a whole other type of different phase. And Tom Cruise, where motherfuckers used to, Janet Jackson is going to buy clothes and they shut down the whole Macy's. Like, that shit. I never wanted, God bless all those people I just mentioned, but I never wanted that separation from the audience. I always thought that in order to stay funny,
you gotta talk to people. Yeah.
So I purposely, the only time I have a machine around me is when I'm on tour.
Okay.
And it's basically so I can be uncomfortable and be a better artist and be more, just more in tune with the people.
What I love about your tours when you go, I mean, it's a priority. I have to go. When you go and you're on tour, like I gotta come see you, Chris. Wherever it is, I gotta come. And your green rooms, your backstage. I love that you're fucking embraced by the culture, right? And here's what I mean when I say that. I'm talking about the great people in our business. Make sure they break their necks to come to see you when you're out. The hip hop artists, the actors, the actors, the directors, the producers, whatever. There's such a dope ass vibe after the show of who all is there. And I love going because when I see it, I laugh. I laugh because that's the night of the time when you get to look back and you get to see that you're funny. Your funny has reached a lot of people and you're making your fans laugh, but you get to see the respect for your funny. You know what's wild? You might have been there that night. I came on that tour. You came, but Eddie came. And he'll never admit this, but after that show, like I talked to Eddie afterwards, and he gave me a hug. He's like, "I love you," because that motherfucker. Wow, that motherfucker's up here. Yes, you fuckers are down there, respectfully down there. Yes, right. By the way, rightfully so. Rightfully so. We talk about it all the time. He's fucking Eddie Murphy. He's Eddie Murphy. We have never got out of step when Eddie's been around. That's fucking Eddie. It's always the best. It's always the greatest call. But that's the first time. I was like, oh shit, he's like actually giving it to me. That's a He's given me compliments before, but he that's a big deal. I mean, this is what you're saying is my way of doing the same, right? Like I've been on that stage. I saw you at the Garden that night. I've been on the stage. I saw you at the Garden that night, and Jay was backstage and whatever. And you feel it, and I was like, "Yo, you feel it." That night I saw you at the Garden, and you get to feel it. And when you look around, fire, I was like, "Okay, wow, all right, man." I was like, "Yo, all right, man, all right." I came. Let me adjust my tone. Let me adjust my tone. I hope I'm not talking to you like you still have 4 lines in the movie. Because when I met you, you had 4 lines in the movie, and I talked to you appropriately. It was respectfully, but you only have 4 lines in the movie. I didn't have that much time for you. But now, I'm at the Garden, and I'm like, this motherfucker just ripped the Garden. He's got fire, and Jay-Z's back here, and this one, and that one. Let me check my tone. I remember being in yours, right? This is where adjust my tone for Kevin Hart. Because if you don't think about it this way, when you're in the crowd, adjust your tone. Something's wrong with you if you don't think. Wanda Sykes used to work for me. I don't talk to her like she worked for me. No. Wanda called me a dumb nigga to my face. You dumb nigga. Jesus Christ. I don't
talk to her like I talked to her back then. I was pretty respectful back then.
It's Wanda fucking Sykes.
Shit, I adjust my tone. I saw a couple of them specials. I'm like, okay, I gotta adjust my tone.
I went to the LA show. I go backstage, and I remember I looked this way. Dave was in the corner. Yeah, Dave in the corner smoking a cigarette, talking. Hip hop is around. Puff is around. Puff is bouncing off the walls, dancing. Common's like over there. And
I was wanting Domino's pizza.
Right? You got so many people. Nas then comes in. And I remember thinking to myself, Domino's. I was like, this is not Black Hollywood. This is the culture of great minds. This is the culture of artists. These are the motherfuckers that make the world go round in different ways. These are the minds. And look at everybody in this room. And everybody was so comfortable. And I look at you and you're like sitting down in the chair. You just came off stage, man. You're shaking hands and nobody's being aggressive. Nobody's bothering you. But it was a room of people that were the shit. And everybody stepped back from being the shit to go, you the shit. That's the shit. That's the shit. When you can see a comic have that moment, have that time. And I went to some Dave shows and I saw Dave do it.
They've done it right
Dave
now.
fucking get it.
They've done it right now.
Look in those rooms.
They got shit.
It's a different
ballpark. Paris.
It's a different thing.
You got that sound.
It's a different thing. Talk about adjust your tone. I think I may have called him Mr. Chappelle last time I saw him.
No. I call him the Honorable Dave Chappelle.
Mr. Chappelle.
He's the Honorable Dave Chappelle.
Let's go. You might as well sit in this here, Mr. Chappelle.
The Honorable Dave Chappelle says. The Honorable Dave Chappelle has taught us that.
Have you now gotten to a place because you're still having fun within the craft? You're still loving it, right? You're on stage now. You're developing. You're about to go on the road now.
Bro, the other day I discovered that I might be just as talented as Chris Brown. So it's time for me to get on this R&B shit.
From the perspective of time, from a timeline in stand-up, or do you see this forever?
Whose girl is that? That's about to be the one I'm getting at. I wonder who she talking to on the phone. Oh, it's not me, so I'm trying to get on.
You know what I mean? But I'm not going to be at the end of the bench. You know what I mean? Okay. I might have to be a 6 man every now and then.
I don't have to do the heavy lifts.
You know what I mean?
I'm going to do it as long as I'm really effective.
What's your personal sign of, well, it's not where it's supposed to be? What is your sign of, I think I'm losing that?
You know what's weird? I was doing some shows a few weeks ago, about a month ago, in Nashville. I don't know. You know, sometimes you're just looking for those quotables because you've been doing it long enough. You know how to work an audience.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like, you know, some guys are just like masters of the audience. You know, like talent or
best.
Art of like woo, like could like
he doesn't need a set.
He can do right exactly. Yeah. Like talent could kill for 40 minutes without telling one joke.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? Or Artez J. Like goddamn. Like so I gotta watch out and make sure that the actual material's there. Because sometimes you get caught up in the moment and you confuse the laughter for actual material. And you like Bigger and Blacker not because you remember the lines. So right now, as I work on my new one, I'm like, okay, I need the lines. I need the hip hop quotables. You know what I mean?
How hard are you on yourself during the building of the set?
I always make sure. That's why I like going to the clubs because I make sure the younger guys watch me.
Okay.
And I always pick out a couple of guys like, okay, your job is to watch me and to take notes, and we're gonna go over this. like that's your assignment. Make sure that Mr. Rock doesn't sound like an old fucking man tonight.
It's a beautiful thing that you do. An amazing thing that you do. I mean, it's the embrace and support of a comic. And I want to stop here because we got to take a break.
Right.
We're going to be right back. We got more Heart to Heart. We're going to get into the heart of more comedy.
Table show?
Well, you know,
they have commercials? Or do they sell your shit during the commercial?
They sell my shit on commercial.
And they're going to go to like a Kevin Hart commercial?
Yeah. Bro, Chris Rock funny as shit, yo.
And we're
We are back. I'm still here with the legend. The legend, Kevin Hart. Chris Rock. Kevin Hart. Before you and Wesley Snipes, that was really good. Though. Thank you. That was excellent. I appreciate it. And the choice of Wesley Snipes is, it's good. He's definitely. I remember, we did New Jack 100 years ago, and it was me and Ice-T and Orange Juice Jones was in the movie. Holy shit! Before, and then anyway, shit. And we don't know what we're doing. We had a week of rehearsals with no Wesley, and we just think we're lucky to get a part in the movie, and hopefully, whatever, right? I'll buy me some sneakers with this money. Mm-hmm. And a week goes by, and then Wesley Snipes comes in, who I've never heard of, never seen. I didn't see Major League, and we do a read-through, and he sits at the head of the...
Find out what your man is up to while you sleep. Today, I'm going to show you how to expose anyone with just their phone number. If you feel suspicious about a classmate,
table and starts reading Nino Brown, and me and Ice-T look at each other like, oh, we're about to be in a hit movie. Wow. We knew it at the read-through that we were in the presence of a god. Wow. Like, oh, Wesley, shit, this is an actor. Here's what Wesley did that fucked me up. I try to, when I work, because of just awareness, you got to be aware of a person's history. You got to be aware of what a person has done. And I make sure that I'm very aware, and I'm humble and making sure that you bow down to that. Like, I'm working with Wesley Snipes. Wesley Snipes isn't working with me. I'm working with Wesley Snipes. I don't give a fuck about where I am and where my success is. Wesley comes in, and it's time to discuss a scene, right? And we go to discuss the scene, and Wesley goes, hold on. Where was I before this? And they go, well, no, the scene before the scene. No, not the scene before that. Where do y'all see me being before this? Where was Carlton at? And the director again, all right, well, Wesley, the scene before, no, not that. I'm saying it's not written. Where would I be coming from before this? Because I see it as I'm nervous. So when I come in, I need a drink. Yo, get some liquor for me. Put it right there so I can make a drink. And I need to settle myself down. But I don't want him to know that I'm settling myself down, so I need to be cool about that. Also, it's too much light in here. I need to close this shit up. I don't want people seeing me and hearing me talk. So I need to close this up, because from coming outside, I'm aware, because motherfuckers been looking at me crazy as I walked into the hotel. So I got that energy as I walk in. Close these blinds up. I need a drink here. And when I sit down, I want to be fidgety, because I'm fidgety because of where I just came from. And you just fucked up what was supposed to be. He created a dynamic and a story of what could have. It was never there. But everything he did, he gave himself a reason and a place and a why. And he said, no matter what, man, he said, you got to ask questions that are never going to be on the page to make your character make sense to you, because it's not just about on page. He said, this guy got so much shit because I created so much shit for him. Yeah. He's like, I'm fidgety because I feel like he's fidgety. But I got to know why. And his art of how he breaks down the scene and why. Oh, my God. I shut the fuck up. Jedi Master. I shut the fuck up every day on set. I just watched him do it. I remember one day I tried to act like I had something with me. Yeah, because a kid probably, my thing is, I was in a car, and I was just looking, he was paying attention. I was like, never mind. Hey, man. Never mind. You were talking before we took a break. You were talking about the embracing of the younger comic. Great dramatic actor, Kevin Hart. Thank you, sir. Thank you. That one and the one you did with Cranston. This is kind of your biggest. Really are. No, it's really are. Quietly. Fuck all the other shit. Quietly, your dramatic turns have been bigger than your comedic turns. That's almost never happened. You are 1,000% right. And I see it. So now the picking of the next thing is like, be careful. I have another part. I just finished a script. You're going to play an agent in another movie. I want you to direct it. I'm going to talk about this. I wrote another movie that I'm going to direct. And it's really dramatic. I want Chris Rock to direct me in a movie. I have no problem directing. I'm saying this on record. I'm like, I know that's your shit. I know you love it. I'm going on tour. Mm-hmm. And I'm going to direct this movie I wrote. And I'm just going to direct. Both my kids are in college. I have nothing to do. I have nothing to do. It is
My mom's is good. I got no woman. I'm like,
is it the new passion? Is that the new passion?
It's just like I always loved directing. It's just a very encompassing job, and I just never wanted to. Especially after you get divorced, like your time as being a father is so limited. You know what I mean? Like you got your kids half the time. So,
but you understand that's a year.
That's a year, but it's fine now with your kids gone without without a custody agreement and all that stuff. It's just when before I basically hadn't directed since I got divorced, but now that my kids are gone, I will direct most.
Well, this is one of those things that I think act as a major Easter egg and a nugget within the interview because your passion for writing has never left. Like you,
I'm right.
You're fucking right, and you do a great job of it. And you have directed already.
You played an agent in Top 5, ladies and gentlemen.
Your movie, that's right.
Let's show a clip of Kevin as the agent in Top 5.
This is a good time for me as an agent in Top 5. Chris Rock movie, a directing day.
Wrote and directed. Kevin's in there, Adam Sandler's in there, Jerry Seinfeld.
I was going to say the beautiful thing about Top 5, you call them favorites, everybody responds.
Saturday Entertainer.
The best part I've ever seen. The best part.
The motherfucking man in Houston.
The best part. Said after the movie, I said Cedric. I said I don't know what I said. You were not just funny. It was real. It was real.
Who am I? People just see an savage. I'm the most vicious, ruthless champion that ever been. No one can match me. My style's impetuous. I'm ferocious. I want your heart. I want your children. Praise be Allah.
No, but what I was going to ask you, and this kind of goes to what I was going to say about the comedians. This movie was your opportunity to go back and go and extend the olive branch of comedy love, right? I was talking to somebody who was on the radio, and I was saying the art of the moment that was attached to discovering or supporting the comedians within the film industry. I said it's died down, right? Like there was a time where Eddie Murphy put all the comedians in the movie. Damon Wayans,
Beverly Hills Cop.
Go look at it.
And Gilbert Gottfried and Louis Anderson.
Comedy, the craft of comedy. The greats and the people that were here went back to go get. Oh my God, I love this. They go back to where they feel the talent is and was, right? Ice Cube, a forever fan of comedy. Stay true to it. Come on, y'all. Come on, play with me. Get in here. Whether it was Mike Epps, Cat, fucking Ricky Smiley, Don DC, Chris Tucker, everybody, right? You did your version of that. Now, from a creative perspective, is that a priority moving forward? Is it a priority to help find and search for the new version of?
I wouldn't even say it's a priority. It's like I fuck with young comics. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like I'm just like, where's the energy? Mm-hmm. What's happening? I want like you were happening. You know what I mean? Like Top 5. Like, Leslie Jones, just be here. Mm-hmm. If you're here for a week, you'll be in the movie.
You're in good hands.
I don't know which day we shoot the scene, but no matter what these white people tell you, you're gonna be in the movie. You know what I mean?
And Death at the Funeral, I remember very early on in my career, and the opportunity for the part came up, and I remember thinking, holy shit, Martin, Chris Rock, Tracy Morgan, right? Like this is a big fucking deal, right? I'm gonna tell you where my head was. I see it, and this is a scene. I was like, this is my one scene, and this with Chris. I said, this just has to work, no matter what. Make it work. And the whole time I'm thinking, I'm like, this motherfucker Chris Rock in the scene with me, and it was such a big moment for me because that to me felt like you went like this. You all right, little dude? You gonna be all right, man. That moment felt it made me feel like
I saw you on the Shaq thing.
Shaq also.
I saw you on the Shaq also, and I talked to you, and I told you, I said, you're very good on this. You should stop doing these shows with these guys. Mm-hmm. because what you do is more intimate, and when you do these, whatever, Black Extravaganza, King of Comedy type shows,
Black Explosions.
Black Explosions, you end up in this competition mode. That's like, that's not your mode. Your mode is like
one of the best conversations you've ever given.
I was like, you're an intimate guy. You and your daughter, like.
And by the way, your conversation, even a little more, your conversation came at such a good time because it's when I was struggling with my place on those things.
And I love those guys. I love all those guys. But I knew at that, I was like, you're I told you that day. That's one of those weird things. I was like, you don't realize you're way better than these. I could watch that and tell, like,
it's one of those moments that changed my life just from the approach. Thanks, Dave. It changed my life from the approach because you didn't have to give information, but you gave it. And your information, it was so on time because it was when I was like, fuck, man, I'm in the middle and in the mix of how is this ever going to become.
It was like Wanda Sykes talk before you became famous.
Absolutely.
It was kind of like,
absolutely,
like, dude, you Kevin Hart.
Absolutely.
Even before you hadn't done anything, I was like,
when you're talking about younger comics now, to go back before the break, we said I picked a couple young guys and say, hey man, just watch me because I want to know what you think. I want to know how you feel. That's a major thing because you're so fucking grounded and humble that the opinion of this up and coming guy, I want you to know it matters, and I want you to see how comedy should work. Right? When there's other people in our craft that are so bullish on being the best and the number one that the opinions of others are beneath. Don't bring that to me. You embrace it.
No, I embrace it.
You fucking embrace it.
I'm like, whoever got a good joke or a good tag, I don't care where it comes from.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, if you just watch me and you got anything to say constructive, I'll take it. I don't care.
Okay. All right, Chris, let's take a break. We got more Heart to Heart when we come back after this. Welcome back. I'm Kevin Hart. This is Chris Rock, and we're still having a good time. Chris, let's get back into where we were. I want to know what is your biggest, oh my God, I made it moment to you. We talked about Bigger and Blacker. That's for me, right? But you've done so much from the Chris Rock show to hosting the Oscars to, comedy specials. You've done a fucking lot. What was your moment?
I tried.
I mean, the cover of one of the magazines and the funniest man in America was the title.
Hey, man.
It was the title.
Hey.
Why are you not investing in tax liens? No, seriously. Why are you not investing into one of the most incredible real estate strategies that's the most passive and creates the highest rate of return? Now, I bet you're thinking, right? I don't even know what that is. And even if I did, I don't know how to do it. I want to show you why I got involved in tax lien certificates. And we're coming to your area to teach a free class. So we won't get into all the specifics, but I want to show you 5 things I want to go over just quickly with you. The first thing about tax liens is it doesn't take a lot of money. We've had students start out with just a couple $100. And we've had students create
the things that I've seen.
It was a slow news.
What has registered to you when you said, holy shit? What was your holy shit?
I don't know, man. I mean, selling out the garden. I'm selling out. I remember just selling out when I went to Europe and start playing arenas around the world. Mm-hmm. That was like a mind, like, what? I mean, I'm in Ireland.
Yeah.
It's sold out. I'm like, it was 3 nights at the O2. You know what I mean? Like that stuff was kind of cool. I don't know, man. It's a work in progress. I'm not there yet. Mm-hmm. I think I still have a whole nother thing in me.
A gear.
I think I have a whole nother gear. I think I have an old man gear at some point.
Okay.
At some point, all of this will be gray, and I'll have one of them Red Fox, like Rodney Dangerfield runs.
Wow.
Where I'm just a funny old dude.
Yeah. By the way, I think that's the best time. You can get away with it. I think Quincy Jones may indirectly be doing stand-up comedy now, and not know it. He's so fucking honest and funny about the things that he says. It's just blurted out. I think he doesn't even know he's getting in stage. Like somebody needs to be the new Witherspoon. Yeah, he's getting. God bless Spoon. Like somebody has to get that Witherspoon check. There's a bunch of checks out there. Somebody has to do it. Get them checks. Of course, you was an old man I signed up for it. Man, Chris. Oh, just gray hair and just gray hair. But you're angry. Politically incorrect, and you can get away with it. You can. By the way, this guy's never happy. He's never happy. The comedian that gets worried about wokeness at all. No, he's old. He don't give a fuck. I'm about to die. Every punchline ends with, I'm about to die. I'm in there. I don't give a fuck. That would be your biggest hit. By the way, biggest supporter right there in the front, right here. I want to talk about defining moments, right? Defining moments where you get. What about you, Kev? What's your big I made it moment? Was the moment I realized I was the fame was bigger than what I ever knew it was. Yeah. Honestly. Yeah. No judging. No judging. Go ahead. All right. All right. One of the fans is going off. Shit done hit the fan, right? And CNN is running stories, and the top story is Hart and the debacle. Oh, that's a bad one. But it's on CNN. And I'm like, CNN is world news. This is global fucking news. And Kevin Hart, I was the top story. You know how they got the shit to the right in the columns, and you see. That's a good one. I was the top story, and I remember laying in the bed with my wife, and it was it was the second one. My second one. You gotta clarify. Be very clear. Don't start with shit. Both of them all right. Don't start with shit. Both of them. He never said which one. He never said which one. He still love me. Yeah. Hit me back. What? I can't. I remember that I was watching it when me and Nico were in the bed, and I see it. Shout out to Nico. Behind every successful man is a good woman. There's good woman. Yeah, Nico's a good patient woman. Not just a good woman. Nico got patience. Why does dumb motherfuckers with a leftist motherfucker? Not Nico. That motherfucker let the interest compound. I'm getting high. Smart woman. I'm getting high. Patient. He said, what's your wife? Because they both motherfucker. Nico don't that stock's going up. I'm not getting rid of this stock. Oh my God. Get out of here. That was my heart is Peloton, motherfucker. Nico ain't getting rid of Peloton. Some motherfuckers. That's just a blip. Stock is going to rebound. Nico, may I get one day? If you guys do not understand, man, this is why our relationship is so fucking good. Our relationship is so good because he says the shit and it's so fucking clever within the world of breakdown, right? I got another doozy for you, another great question for you, right? You now are witnessing.
You just want to bend over.
You're witnessing a change in your business, in the business that
Netflix killed Blockbuster. Uber killed Taxi, and now
you've been a part of it for years, right? Almost like the NBA, right? Like you were in the Jordan era, you were in the Patrick Ewing era, and you were balling, and everything was great. And then after that, you see these new players and these new monies and new things or whatever exists, right? How have you handled change in the business? How are you exactly? What change? What change are you talking about? Well, I'm talking about the change of ownership now. change
the
streaming now.
Streaming is beautiful.
What is your mindset and how you can maneuver?
It hasn't really changed my mindset. It's actually made me. You know what streaming has made me do?
What?
Not compete. Because it ain't really about that weekend anymore.
That's the best part about it.
You know what I mean?
It's
just not about that weekend. It's like, what kind of art do you want to make? And it's going to sit there. So remember, it used to be like, I got to get this movie in the theater.
Don't want to be
keep the movie in the theaters. Yeah. You know, and especially if you had
You
something
was
kind of artistic,
so
sometimes it took a while for people to catch on to it. Now, in streaming, your movie is always in the theater.
Yeah.
It never leaves the theater.
Yeah.
And if it's good, people will catch on. So I love it. I love streaming. I'm gonna keep making my little weird movies, and have a really good time and not, get out of my comfort zone.
All right, Chris, give me a second, guys.
I just want to do some things.
Come back after this. Drama choices that I'm making.
Thing or two.
Serious choices
Girl,
that you're
wanna
making.
do some things for you.
Right? You're making different choices. Are these choices based off of fun? Are they based off of you just doing things from a creative, artistic level? Or, oh God, the opportunity is presented, why not?
Well, it's a little bit of all. A little bit of all those things. I mean, you want to work with the best possible people. So, I mean, even though I am a comedian and I love comedy, if you tell me I'm going to work with the best dramatic director or the 38th best comedy director, I'm going to
You want to go over here?
I'm going to go over here. With something like Fargo, it was just an amazing opportunity. And also, you grow into certain roles.
I was going to say, you're good.
You know what I mean? Like, I couldn't have played that 10 years ago.
No, you're good.
You know what I mean? Like, I wasn't that guy.
I've seen you.
I'm 56.
I've seen you.
Now, don't give me that Don Cheadle.
I almost did it. I almost did it just now.
So why you do that to Don Cheadle? One of the greatest actors of our time.
You cut me off as I was about to do it.
Uncomfortable.
I was right. I was right here.
He's such a cool guy.
I grabbed the chair. I was going to do it with such aggression that it was going to pull me up. I was going to
like,
balance.
Damn!
Yeah.
It's like, what the fuck?
You're 56.
Don Cheadle!
You're 56. Now, like you said, okay, you wouldn't have been in a position to do what you did.
I'm 56, man.
But
56 is only young. When you're done, 56.
I said, damn.
I want to talk about you.
He's so young. He died so young. If I had a 25-year-old girlfriend, I'd say, oh, motherfucker, yeah.
I knew it. I took
that old nigga with that young
I took the wrong chance.
I hosted Saturday Night Live with Megan Thee Stallion. I said, when you get to your old nigga phase, give me a call.
That nigga's stupid, yo. Okay,
You know, she got a fucking rappers and whatever right now. Get a point guards in there, you know?
Hey,
but at some point,
you having fun now.
At some point, you're going to want somebody to take care of that debt. That's where I come in.
Stupid.
Chris, we love you, Megan Thee Stallion.
Think about it. You just gotta
I don't want to be inappropriate.
You don't want to see their face afterwards.
I'm the appropriate dude. I just
it's gotta be quick.
Oh, get me too.
56 year-old bachelor now. Like
let's not go there.
you're 56 year old. You by yourself. Are you looking to go down the world of marriage again, or is this? Are you good?
I'm fine where I'm
I think I'm good. I mean, at some point I'll have a woman and whatever, and hopefully she'll be with me for a while.
Yeah.
And one day I won't be able to make it up the steps, and I'll put it in my way.
I can't wait to see. I can't
get up the stairs. Somebody get me my. I gotta put Angie in my will.
I I cannot wait to go on a double date with Chris, and he's eating soup. Not because he wants to, but because he has to. Oh, God. And we got to sit there, and we got to just... I'm not that much older than you. Shit, you're not. I'm 42. I pay good money to be 42, right? 42. I'm 42. You got me. Oh, damn. You got me about a lot, man.
Old as shit.
Dude,
I'm 26.
if you get to 6... my dick couldn't go through an airport, nigga. That's how fucking... how lethal I was. Sir, are you carrying a weapon? No. That's my 42-year-old. This may be for the kids. Fuck the kids.
This nigga funny as shit.
Fuck the kids. I just lost 2 years of big hardness, motherfucker. Are you like? Are you at the point where, oh my God, the kids didn't have a prom? Fuck the prom, motherfucker. Hair dye after 5 now. You know just spit on hair dye. You know how close I have to cut my pubes so I don't look like fucking Morgan Freeman? God damn it. Is it bothering you? Do you see the old age? Oh, it's hard. Do you see it? Are you like, fuck? The age is hard. I'm beating that motherfucker off with a stick. It's like the fucking... Where you at? It's like Katrina. I can't stop the water from coming. Is it vision? Trying to trick one young bitch into buying it. Just one more. If I can just fool one more. You guys are laughing, but this is great because it's the truth. This is what happens. You start to think about it. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm not 56 breaking down. I'm not where you and Don are. You guys are in a weird place. I'm on the side of shit is starting to happen. No, shit's starting to happen. You know, I've had a herniated disc. I've had a herniated disc in my neck that I've just been trying to deal with it. I'm going to the Lakers doctor on Monday because my shoulder is just like it's just changed. You get worried, like you don't know. I'm like, it's not like I got a pitch on Thursday. Are you at the point where everything is? I can't even carry groceries right now. I'm even carrying this wine. I can feel it. I can feel it in my shoulder. I thought I had a stroke, and I was like, this could be a stroke because in my hand, you know, it's nerves. So the nerves shot to my arm. My fucking hand was numb, and I said, here it comes. This is it. And I was like, but I'm not slurring my words. I've been talking to myself as if I was having a stroke. I just kept doing this. I was like, maybe I'm okay. I was like, let me call my doctor. My doctor's like, no, Kev, it's just nerves. I was like, I'm going to come in anyway, just so you can check me out. I get there. He was like, no. Nerves. He said, Kev, I don't really feel like it does. I'm going to come see you tomorrow just to make sure that I'm okay. I'm on the side of panic. And that, like, with the older age, you start to panic. So I know where the fuck you are, because I already know how you my things. You're fucking panicking right now. Oh, I'm panicking. Is the vision? Would you have a vision? Oh, my vision? Yes. My eyes have glasses in my pocket. Where am I at right now? I can see you right. Okay. True story. Eyes are actually too good. I can't really do it. Just coming in. He goes, hey! But they said my eyes weren't bad enough. He goes, hey, I'll hook you up. Like, I don't want the hookup eye surgery. I want the off-the-truck eye surgery. I'm in the same building on the 3rd floor. Same eye surgery. Oh, my God. Everybody else gets. Wow. You're just fucking crazy. Guys, we're going to take a break. We got more Hart. We get back after this. You know what?
If you've got the Airbnb app on your phone, you're already halfway to making 6 figures and semi-passive monthly income.
Listen, we're having a good time. having a good time. Chris, business aside, where does Rock find his happy place?
Airbnb been around for a long time. I remember throwing a party in the Airbnb back, 2016?
New York City. Actually, I love LA too. I'm actually looking. I'm gonna buy a place pretty soon here. Chris Rock just finds his happy place experiencing art, man, and being with his kids. I was with my daughter who's in school in Paris, and we were just walking around museums and checking out Basquiat's and
that type of shit we gonna see in the next couple of years.
Whatever. And I just like sucking in great art, watching you and Wesley, or watching a great special, just art.
Pride yourself. You said it earlier in our conversation, just like, hey, you gotta live. You can't be funny without the life experience.
You have to live a life.
So what are you doing to make sure that you're doing that correctly? Is there a period of time where you take off from the job, from work?
I believe in breaks. How long?
How long is your break?
I mean, between specials, it's like 3-4 years.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought you had 2.
Hey, you know what? It's 2, but then I feel it takes me 2 years to work on the material. I think it's hard to talk about life if you're not living life. And even our favorite athletes, they all need an off season. You have to have an off season. So I try to tell guys all the time, like, take some time off, find you a good woman, go somewhere. You know what I mean? And live and let it come in.
No, you have some of the most amazing stories, and it's because of the things you've done, the association that you found yourself.
I did a vacation by myself. I went to Ibiza. I spent like a month in Barcelona.
When you say by yourself, you don't
by myself.
You don't really mean like
no. I just like we talk about like Instagram challenges. I'm gonna do the no security challenge.
Hold on, let me back up for a second. You're telling me
I got on a plane
by yourself.
By myself.
Landed
by myself. Did Barcelona, Ibiza.
Baby, are you sure?
I did Mexico City. Like by myself, chilling every day.
Lighting up early before.
Getting up early and just reading and like kind of journaling and writing and just chilling.
Like a fucking with you at all, or was it okay?
Every now and then, a couple American tourists here or there, but just hanging out in places that nobody knew me, and just like letting life come.
Oh, this is great. This is also how people. What is it called? How people get fucking killed. What are you talking about?
Hey, man,
you can't go out the country. Like, are you by yourself, Chris? You can't do that.
Yes, you can, man.
Well, you did it and got away with it, but you can't do that.
Do it, Kev. You can do it. You can do it. When you can go places when you're on tour. Yes, there's 20,000 people with tickets to see you.
No.
And there's commercials. People are thinking about you.
No.
But when you're not on tour,
no,
you can just go places.
I say no.
I will. I had a great time.
I mean,
I wasn't saying I was like in the
ghetto. But you're also taller than me. I'm smaller. They can grab me fast. Nobody say anything.
I'm not gonna say I was in the hood of Barcelona.
I don't even know. I don't like that. I don't know what could happen over there. I've always been with a group of people. I've always been with a bunch of
all
people.
All your best ideas happen by yourself.
Right.
Or with your woman. But your greatest ideas never happen in a group.
No. No.
That great material?
Process.
You and the daughter, those great bits, that happen in a car. You're just driving and they hit you.
One of the best decisions that I've ever made is having
the
best decisions that I've ever made. And I can say,
wrapping up the show. Look at you, man.
I
Look at you.
didn't want
that was seamless.
Listen,
That was seamless. That's
so
this is hosting.
You got what they call chop.
There you go.
told you.
He's got a lot of chop. I have to. Like one of Tom Hanks' words. He's got chop.
I have to wrap it up, but I gotta wrap it up in a real way, right? This isn't smoke. This isn't bullshit, right? It's not rocket science. You're telling you about a relationship. People watching the interview, they can tell, like, we really are close. But I have to make you understand, before you leave the show, before we wrap up the show, just the impact that you have had on me, my life, and stand-up in general, right? You wrote, directed, produced, starred in, talk show. Oh my God, his voice is on Everybody Hates Chris. You did it all. You checked a lot of boxes. Those examples are the examples that we need, myself included, because we don't understand all that we can do as comics, and we don't see another comic doing it. And I hope you realize who the fuck you are. When me and Wanda talk, yeah, it's a joke today. It's a joke. But in reality, I hope you realize who the fuck you are. Because when I talk to you and when we're done, sometimes I laugh and I go, Chris Rock's my fucking friend.
Hello, 7-Eleven.
I need a pack of condoms and 2 bags of paper towels. Send these to room 302.
In front of the world on this show, I'm telling you, if you take these fucking trips to live life, take a second to realize who the fuck you are and why you are what you are. You're a legend. And I thank you for welcoming me into the world of fucking comedy the way that you have. Because I wouldn't be here without you, your advice, and that arm. That arm around me meant a lot. And it did a lot. So there's a massive cheers to you, dude.
Okay, let me say something about you. The greatest compliment I ever got was from Melvin Van Peebles, who just died.
Just passed away. R.I.P.
And I was at the premiere of Good Hair, this documentary I did.
Another movie you did.
People might have seen. And he said the nicest thing that I'm going to say to you. He said, "You're what I dreamed it could be." And when I see you, Kevin, you're with everything you're doing, the Heartbeat Productions, the stand-up, the movies, the touring, just everything you do.
All right. Well, that's the end of that. My next Poppa Mike TV will be R&B music, baby. We celebrate R&B.